Real talk, why pay more for basically the same scent? This retails over $300 and this goes for about $35 or even less, and they're almost identical. These 10 clone fragrances are so good, they give you that luxury smell for a budget price, and they're super close to the originals. You'll never overspend on fragrances again after watching this video. We start off with Le Falcon Mirsaal Valentine, and this is inspired by Xerjoff Torino 21, and it is super close to the original. So I would say this is even slightly better than the original because they added apple to the DNA. So I would say it's like 85–90% similar, but with a little twist, which makes this sort of more mass appealing and even slightly better. This is just my opinion, but the original is a masterpiece as well. Literally, you can pick this up for like $40 or even less. It performs, so it has an above moderate projection. It performs for 8+ hours, literally super blind buy safe because this is perfect for spring and summer, but also for all year round. You can wear this as a signature scent. It is super mass appealing. It is non-offensive. It has like lemon, basil, mint, apple, thyme, lavender. It is aromatic. It is fresh spicy. It is sweet, slightly sweet, but mostly fresh and green and aromatic. And it just smells amazing. And it's a compliment puller, and literally you can rock this to any situation, whatever you're doing. Super versatile. I would say, yeah, why spend over hundreds of dollars on the original if you can literally pick this up for like $40 or even less. Super blind buy safe, 10 out of 10 clone. One of the best clones on the market in my opinion. Check this one out. Next up, one of the best releases of 2025, French Avenue Royal Blend Sequoia, and this is inspired by Kilian's Angel Share Paradis, and this is super close to the original. I would say this is 95% similar, but they made this slightly sweeter and less oaky. So both of them have oak. The oak is very prominent. There's also sandalwood, which makes it a little bit creamy, but it's mostly heavy on the oak, combined with cognac, with raspberry liquor, with rose oil. It smells phenomenal and it's super close to the original. I'm going to spray it in the air right now just because it smells amazing. Decent atomizer, not pressurized, but it will do the job. Literally, this scent profile is super sexy. Yeah, one of the best clones I've ever tried, one of the closest to the original. Performance is amazing as well. I get 10+ hours on my skin with an above moderate projection. The original is slightly stronger, but I think that this projects a little bit better. The original is like a 40% extrait de parfum. I think this is an eau de parfum concentration, so less oil. Still very long lasting, but a little bit of better projection. Super mass appealing, sexy, perfect for fall and winter. Blind buy worthy in my opinion, especially if you love sweeter fragrances. One of the best clones, 10 out of 10 for like $40 or even less. In my opinion, is blind buy worthy. Check this one out. Next up, we have Hotlash Island Dreams. You can see the dent maybe. I already used this a little bit. And look at the atomizer. Ooh. This is literally also super close to the original. And this is inspired by a $600 fragrance, Louis Vuitton Symphony. Overpriced, I know. Especially for the scent that you're getting. It's strong, it's like really strong. So you're getting a sort of super basic scent profile that smells super pleasant. So luxurious fabric softener vibes with a lot of citrusiness, like really realistic citrusiness. So it is musky, it is sweet, but it's mostly super fresh, super citrusy. But the best part is, like, this is only $45. What I heard from other creators that I trust, I don't own Symphony, I've smelled it in stores a couple of times. They say that the opening is slightly different, but in the dry down, they are identical. Why spend $600 on a fragrance if you can get basically the same for $45 with amazing performance? This lasts on my skin for 8+ hours with an above moderate projection. So it's very long lasting as well, especially for a fresh fragrance. And again, a fragrance that you can wear all year round in any situation, whatever you're doing. Perfect for the gym, perfect for the office. I would say you can wear this on a date night, of course, you will smell fresh and clean. I would go with Royal Blend Sequoia. That's a lot sexier for a date night because girls love sweet fragrances on men. But literally, you can wear this in any situation. It doesn't matter. Blind buy safe. Check this one out. Thank me later. One of the best releases of 2025 in the cologne range. Check this one. Next up, we have Armaf Club de Nuit Precieux, and this is literally the best Club de Nuit in my honest opinion. And this is super close to the original, which is Absolu Aventus by Creed, which retails over $400, maybe $500 even. They now have 50 ml bottles as well, that's new. First they had the 75 ml bottle, this is based on the 75 ml bottle, and they relaunched it with a 50 and a 100 ml bottle. Doesn't matter, still overpriced. Amazing fragrance though, don't get me wrong, it's amazing fragrance. But this, you can pick this up for like $60. It's an extrait de parfum with beast mode performance. Literally, this lasts on my skin for 12 plus hours. It projects, it is super versatile, and it's super mass appealing, but it smells more luxurious, more like a high and niche fragrance. Yeah, that luxurious vibes, it's super complex. It has a lot of fragrance notes. It is fresh, it is sweet, it's tropical, it has like pineapple, caramel, pear, it has like the citrusiness, it's very like lemony, let's say, but it also is ambery, and it has ambroxan, and it is woody, and it has vanilla, everything all at the same time. So it's a very complex fragrance, super mass appealing, compliment getter, signature scent worthy again. You can literally pull this off in any situation, whatever you're doing, blind buy worthy. Check this one out and thank me later. Next up, we have two fragrances. I couldn't decide which one to pick because both are 10 out of 10. Both smell almost identical to the original. I would say this is 95% similar, which is Hotlash Island Vanilla Dunes. And this is actually 99% similar. After 3 minutes, it's almost identical. You cannot really tell the difference between Parfums de Marly Althaïr. Oh, it's not here. I have the bottle right there, but doesn't matter. They retail about between $30 and $40. So both of them have amazing performance. I think this lasts for 8 plus hours on my skin. This even lasts for 10 plus hours on my skin. Both have an above model projection. This has a slight little twist. So that 5% little twist is like, it has like dates or something. It's not listed in the note, but it smells a little bit sweeter. So it's slightly sweeter. And this is like basically exactly the same as Althaïr. But both have that orange blossom, cardamom, bourbon vanilla DNA with ambroxan and praline and cinnamon. It is sexy, it is warm, spicy. You cannot get wrong with either of these. Sometimes I prefer this more because it's slightly sweeter, and sometimes I think, okay, this is closer to the original. I also wear the original. Sometimes I respray with this because I'm already wearing Althaïr and I just respray with this. I don't care. I love them all three. But why spend over $300 if you can literally pick these guys up for like between $30 and $40? You cannot go wrong with either of these. It's just like your little preference, but I would say, yeah, take your pick and you cannot go wrong. So both of these are amazing. Check these one out. Next up, another favorite. This is Nusuk Fawah Midnight Edition. Yeah, you can see the dent. Dents ain't lying. And this atomizer, you see how it's like a mist. This is almost identical. After 10 to 15 minutes, I cannot tell the difference, for real. I cannot even tell the difference between Parfums de Marly Oajan and this one. And I mean the black and gold bottle, so the older formulation. I have a 2020 batch. I have not put it here. It's like upstairs in my fragrance closet. Doesn't matter. This, after 10 to 15 minutes, it's crazy. It's literally coming in my mouth right now. Here in the Netherlands, I can pick this up for 28 euros, but in the States, it's about 35. It's still super cheap. Amazing performance. It projects, it's long lasting. I think 12 plus hours on my skin with an above model projection. This is, in my opinion, a super masculine, sexy gourmand fragrance. It smells like a honey apple pie with cinnamon. So it's very ambery. It has like benzoin, vanilla. It is sweet, it's sexy. There's not like apple listed in the note, but it smells like it has that apple cinnamon vibes with that sort of like bourbon kind of boozy vanilla. It almost smells boozy. This is a masterpiece. The original, let's say Oajan, is in my top 10 out of my 750 plus bottle fragrance collection. I don't need a backup bottle anymore. This is now my backup bottle, so I never have to rebuy Oajan, because if Oajan will be empty or this will even be empty, I will just rebuy this fragrance. So if you love Oajan, don't look further. This is the best option you can get. Check this one out and thank me later. Perfect for fall and winter, by the way. Perfect for date nights, super cozy, super sexy, amazing for the colder weather. And you can wear this even in spring. Next up, we have a brand new release, which you cannot even get at the moment of filming, I think. But this is a masterpiece. Literally, probably my favorite cologne fragrance right now. Because the original is literally like #1 on my wish list. I don't have it. I know, it's bad. I own over 750 fragrances, but I don't have Clive Christian Blonde Amber. It's a masterpiece, but it retails over $500. I think even around $600. Online, you can still get it cheaper. You know, you can still get it, I think, for $350, which is still too much money for a 50 ml, but that's a masterpiece. And I would say after giving this 4 or 5 wearings so far, this is 90% close to the original. I think the first 10 to 15 minutes are a little bit different. Then when it settles down, it's more close to the original, but this is even a little bit sweeter. It's an extrait de parfum concentration, amazing performance. It's really strong. It lasts 8 or even 9 hours on my skin, maybe even longer. Maybe I got nose blind. It projects. My girlfriend was wearing it the other day, so I smelled it on her. It leaves a central. It smells so sexy, so sophisticated. I'm already wearing something else right now, but I will just spray it in the air. Decent atomizer, nothing too special, no pressurized atomizer. Who cares? It's about the fragrance. Beautiful bottle, by the way. I think the bottle is really cool. This is a sweet, ambery tobacco fragrance, which makes it like warm, spicy, everything at the same time with cardamom. There's a little bit of booziness. There are dried fruits. It smells super luxurious, but what you're mostly getting is a warm, sweet, resinous amber, let's say. So it's very ambery and this is literally pretty hard to describe because nothing smells like this. I think Oud Tobacco in the far dry down smells similar to Blonde Amber. So some people say Oud Tobacco is the original, Blonde Amber is the clone. I don't think so. Blonde Amber is on another level. And this is super close to Blonde Amber. It is super sexy. In my opinion, it's blind buy worthy. If you like sweet fragrances, if you like a little bit more sort of challenging fragrances, it's not dirty, but it's almost dirty. So it has that amberiness, which makes it I cannot even describe it. This is sexy. If you can get your hands on this, thank me later, because this retails for about $50. It smells like a $600 fragrance, and the best part, it's an extrait de parfum, 100 ml bottle, and it will probably macerate and become even stronger over time. 10 out of 10. So far, my favorite clone release of 2025. This is a masterpiece. Check this one out. Next up, we have Hotlash Zayan Gold. And I think this is my favorite Hotlash so far. And I own more than 50, more than 60. I don't know. I own a lot of Hotlash fragrances, but this is phenomenal. Pressurized atomizer again. This is such a banger. This is 3 fragrances in one. So it's Le Male Elixir Absolu, Kilian's Angel Share Paradis, mixed with a little twist of Azoro Forever Wanted Elixir. So those 3 together in one bottle, super sexy, beast mode performance. I'm choking myself out right here. These 2 sprays will linger in the air for hours probably. This is a beast. At least 12 plus hours on my skin with an above water projection. It smells phenomenal. It is sweet, it is sexy, it's warm, spicy, it is boozy. It has cognac and raspberry, praline, caramel, vanilla. It has some floral aspects. It's a little bit nutty, it's a little bit balsamic. It's everything all at once, and it just smells perfect in my opinion. Like a 10 out of 10 cologne fragrance. Although I would say it is not 100% a cologne fragrance. It's more like an inspired by fragrance of 3 fragrances. That's just my opinion, because it has that sexiness from the Angel Share Paradis. It is mostly on the side, so it's more similar to Le Male Elixir Absolu, but they mix it all together with that little hint of that sort of leathery vibes that's in there. So it is almost powdery. There's violet in it. It gives it a little bit of a powdery twist, which makes it smell a lot more luxurious. So it's also slightly aromatic, but mostly sweet and warm spicy. 10 out of 10. Again, you can pick this up for $40 or even less. Perfect for fall and winter, perfect for date nights, super sexy. If you want to stand out, check this one out. I'm not even lying. Again, a 10 out of 10. This whole list, all of them are 10 out of 10. But this is literally one of the best from the house of Hotlash. Next up, we have Nusuk Signature. And this has a little magnetic cap, which is cool. It's plastic though, but this smells phenomenal. And if you love Louis Vuitton Ombre Nomade, which also retails over $400, I think. Super amazing fragrance, a masterpiece. And I would say this is 80% close, with a 20% little twist. This smells like Arabian luxury, like Middle Eastern, punch in your face. This is really strong, like an ambery rose and oud fragrance with some floral aspects. There's a little bit of jasmine going on. It's a little bit sweet. It is warm, spicy. There's also some sandalwood, so it's very woody, but the oud doesn't smell animatic at all. So it's not like skanky, it's not barnyardy. It's just super mass appealing. I think this is a phenomenal fragrance. It smells a lot more expensive than it is. I think you can pick these bottles up for $30 or even less. Beast mode performance. Again, 12 plus hours on my skin with an above moderate projection. Maybe not a safe blind buy. Not everyone is used to these kinds of scent profiles, but in my opinion, it smells super luxurious. This smells like you're in Dubai and you're in a fancy hotel, and it just like gives you that like royalty vibes. It is super classy, sophisticated, very Middle Eastern, very Oriental. So not super mass appealing, but still a massive compliment getter because most people don't wear fragrances like this. So yeah, and it projects. So people will notice you. I've got a lot of compliments with this fragrance so far. Check this one out. Maybe not a safe blind buy, but if you like those rose and oud kind of fragrances, it's also very ambery, by the way. Check this one out for $30. You cannot go wrong. Last but not least, we have Armaf Club de Nuit Lionheart for men. And this is inspired by Jean-Paul Gaultier Le Mans Elixir. This is literally 90 to maybe even 95% similar to the original. It just smells phenomenal. It's just like a super mass appealing fragrance because yeah, the original is hyped for a good reason. Where's the atomizer? Okay, here it is. Decent atomizer, nothing too special, but it's about the fragrance and it smells phenomenal. It opens up slightly fresh with some lavender and mint, but then it turns down into a very sweet like vanilla fragrance with like honey, tobacco. There's a lot going on like benzoin. It is not too complex. I would say in the dry down it's pretty linear. It's opening up a little bit more fresh and aromatic and it turns down into a sweeter fragrance, but it smells phenomenal. Really close to the original. Amazing performance as well. I think the original is stronger. I have it upstairs. I think the original lasts for 12 plus hours with a beast mode projection is really strong. This has an amazing projection as well, but I think this will last for about 8 or 9 hours. Super affordable. You can pick these bottles up for about $40 or even less. Yeah, if you like Le Mans Elixir, go to the store, test it out on your own skin. And if you think, yeah, why would I spend $150 if I can get basically the same scent for $40? Check this one out. Perfect for fall and winter, early spring, super sexy for a date night, catnip for women. They love sweet fragrances on men. Going out clubbing, you won't get noticed. But on the other hand, a lot of people wear this scent profile because it's cloned a lot. The original is super mass appealing. It's like one of the most sold designer fragrances, but still, this is, in my opinion, the best alternative that you can pick up. It smells phenomenal. Check this one out and thank me later. Let me know down in the comments which fragrance on this list you are willing to pick up. Leave a like, leave a comment, and most important, subscribe to my YouTube channel. I mean, you are subscribed, right?